female deer, ray a drop of golden sun. Me a name I call myself, far longer way to run. So a needle pulling thread, a note to follow. Salty, a drink with jam and bread that will bring us back to dough. Oh, 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 dough. A deer, a female deer, ray a drop of golden sun. Me a name to call myself, far longer way to run. So a needle pulling thread, a note to follow. Salty, a drink with jam and bread that would bring us back to dough. Oh, a deer, a female deer, ray a drop of golden sun. Me a name I call myself, far longer way to run. So a needle pulling thread, a note to follow. Salty, a drink with jam and bread that will bring us back to dough. Oh, oh,
That will bring us back to dough. One more time. That will bring us back to. There we go. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Come on, let's hear it for Sangitha. Yeah. This is one of my favorite songs. It was sung in a movie called The Wizard of Oz by a little girl whose name was Dorothy, and she sang it to her little black dog right at the start of the movie. And her little black dog's name was Toto. Toto the dog. And here's the song that she sang, Dorothy sang to her dog. She sang, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue just like today, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true, they really do. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds flying. Birds fly over the rainbow, wide and oh, why can't I? Okay, Erin, can you explain why I can't fly over the rainbow? Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why, Nana, why can't I? How come I can't fly over the rainbow? Hey. La, 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 la. You want to look up the words to this? Look up the words. This is over the rainbow. Have you got it? Are you ready? Someday I'll wish upon a star. Ready?
Over the rainbow skies are blue. The dreams that you dare dream
They really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon
on a star and pick up where the clouds are from behind me. Where troubles melt like lemon drops away the chimney tops.
That's where you'll find me.
Somewhere over the rainbow blue.
Skies and bluebirds fly, birds
Fly over the rainbow.
fly in our beginning. If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I?
Good job.
Yeah, good job.
I walked through the door with you. It was cold, but something about it felt like home. Now and I left my scarf there, your sister's house, and you still got it. Now, and I know it's long gone, and that the magic's not here no more, and it might be okay, but I'm not fine at all. Cause there we are again in the middle of the night, dancing around the kitchen in the refrigerator light. Down the stairs, I was there, I remember it all too well. Photo album on the counter, your cheeks are turning red. Used to be a little kid with glasses in a twin-size bed. Your mother telling stories about you on the t-ball team. Tell me about your past, thinking your future was me. And I know it's long gone and that magic's not here no more. It might be okay, but I'm not fine at all. Cause there we are again in the middle of the night, dancing around the kitchen in the refrigerator light. Down the stairs, I was there, I remember it all too well. Take it away.
are at Just Food Farms. Are you part of the mentorship program?
I am. So I'm part of Bountiful Beaver. So this is our first year. We're part of the mentorship crop. So we have our test cropping plot down at the end. Next batch just past the donkeys. We try to do a mixture of different crops. So we have some companion planting with Three Sisters, so beans, corns, and squash. We also do some companion planting with tomatoes, lettuce, and carrots. And then we have some individual crops of sunflowers, potatoes, and other tomatoes.
What's your role with the mentorship program? Are
So-
you a mentor?
You're
a mentee?
In a way. So I do work at EarthPath, where I am a mentor at the Forest School program.
Oh.
However, in terms of the farmer program, basically I am one of the the learnees.
Oh.
So I actually went to school for political science and a history minor, and I decided let's get into agriculture. And so Just Food has this program where we're able to come in. They basically have classes where we're able to go into the barn, get like sort of a baseline knowledge. They take us out to a plot that has been used before, so it's not a fully barren field that we have to completely convert over.
Right.
They'll help us. They'll give us help with irrigation. They give us help with just harvesting knowledge, with packaging knowledge, with having the opportunity to sell our crops here. So it's like basically an all-encompassing package of learn how to be a farmer.
I can tell by your body language and your voice that you're really enjoying it.
I love it. It's interesting balance of it is one of the most enriching and rewarding jobs I've done. The main issue is just that I'm working full time elsewhere, so to be able to sustain this because we're in competition with big we have a 1/4 acre and we're doing all organic. So it's when we're selling corn, we have a few hundred ears at most, and we're competing against people that have 3,000 acres of corn and lots of monocrops. So the financial way there is kind of where we're running into the hurdle now of how to make money as farmers.
Yeah. But aside from that, you're
It's great.
loving it.
No, I love it. I love
learning a lot.
tilling the ground, putting things in the ground, and watching it grow, and nurturing this thing of I go out and I weed and I help. I see this little thing go from 2 inches tall to now it's taller than I am.
Yeah.
And seeing that change and that growth is fantastic.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really enjoy what I'm doing here.
Yeah, way to go. Now, how many people are in your cohort?
So there's just the 3 of us right now,
Okay.
which is I do beekeeping with one of them, and the other one is my roommate. And so we were just kind of we're all kind of getting into this agricultural stuff of the beekeeping or the gardening we do at home. Let's try and bring it together into a bigger organization where we're able to do it on a larger scale, which we have.
See, my understanding is that program you're talking about, that's one of many good things happening in this facility,
it's phenomenal.
Just Food Farms.
Because it's we are a very, very small part of the mosaic that is Just Food Farms. So the other farmers have been able to they're not in the mentorship program per se, as they're not officially listed of this person's going to come teach you. But they're so friendly that even as we're in the field, they're just calling out from their field oh, how are you doing? And we'll go over and chat with them, and they'll give us advice of how they've dealt with specific pests to the region, or how they deal with how water drains out. And so all these other farming and communities, even the beekeepers, all contribute to Just Food Farm in a fantastic way.
All within Ottawa city limits. That's the thing. This farm is here.
All in the Greenbelt, and it's in the NCC, and it's we have. So when I like I mentioned, I work at the EarthPath school just down the way, and we have kids coming in from the city and experiencing the forest in ways that clearly they haven't before. I grew up originally up north. I was just outside North Bay, so I took for granted a lot of the opportunities I had of being in the woods and being able to share that with kids, and even bring them to my farm, and I'll give them a tour and be on our way to a program I'll be oh yeah, this is where I'm farming, and I'll give them a quick rundown of how the plants work and how the plants interact with each other, and they love it, and I love that I'm able to bring 2 aspects of my life and mix them together in ways that blend really well.
It's important for people to know where
Exactly.
food comes from, isn't it?
Well, that's the thing. A lot of them are just kind of when people say, oh, where does it come from? The grocery store. Well, no, there's a few
Beyond
steps
that.
before that.
Beyond that.
And so it's really we do foraging with the kids occasionally. So with
good.
crab apples, and we'll look at different berries, we'll look at different roots, and discuss how are those edible and how do those impact meals that you can make. We can make sun tea with flowers and all that lovely stuff.
Lucky kids, really.
Honestly, I wish there was a program like that, and I grew up in the woods, and it's just it's so good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for talking with us. Tell us your name.
Brody.
Brody.
Yes.
Chris.
Hello.
Okay.
Lovely talking to you.
Yeah. Thanks so much. I hear her voice in the morning hour call me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get the feeling that I should have been a when yesterday. Country roads,
Take me home
to the place I belong. West Virginia,
Mountain Mama, take me home. Country road,
oh, take me home. Country road. One more time, we're slowing down. Oh, take me home. Country nice dancing. Way to go. Okay, if you really want to. Okay, so you're going to take us on a little tour of the
A little
greenhouse
tour.
here at Just Food Farms.
That's right. So this greenhouse was built by the Gloucester Emergency Food Cupboard, which is a food bank just about 7 minutes away from here, one of the larger community food banks in Ottawa. And we have a third of an acre farm plot here where we grow food for the food bank. And during the pandemic, we had lots of generous donors, and we thought it would be really important to invest in food secure infrastructure. Actually, this was part of a grant from a federal grant where they were trying to create safe spaces. So this and the gazebo there, you know, to have spaces where it would be safe to be outdoors. So this is part of that first grant. So
It's a beautiful facility.
it's a great
Look at
space,
this.
and you can see it's, you know, the sides roll up and the roof opens and the doors open.
Oh yeah, the roof opens.
Yeah, yeah. So you can, you know, it gets pretty hot on a hot day in here.
Yeah.
So it's a very interesting space. So that space there, that's a germination table. So it has heating coils underneath,
Oh.
and you put plastic over it, and it's a mini heated greenhouse within a greenhouse. So in the month of March, you can start seedlings in there. Then you can plant them out onto tables. The way we're setting the greenhouse up is that we've got tables on top of beds.
Okay.
So we're flipping the table sideways to grow things, and then we can flip the table back if we want to have seedlings. So
Oh, yeah.
it's going to be a dual space.
Yeah.
We've only got beds in the middle right now. As we get more money, we will build beds along both sides as well, and around the back. So, and then we're just keeping this open for a community space. We've had a wheelchair in here spinning. We're making, because it's not a production greenhouse, the one beside you'll see is packed with little narrow, you know, you just go into water. But the whole idea here is that it's a community space and everybody can have access to it, including people in wheelchairs. And we'll also have, you know, alternately sized, like the beds are low, so you can.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah.
So
Should we take a little stroll around?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So this first table here, these are microgreens. This is it's peas this time, and the youth programs at the Just Food Farm grow them. They plant them, grow them, harvest them, and then we harvest them for the food bank. The cycle's about 2 weeks.
Huh?
So that'll be, we'll see probably about 100
Microgreens.
Microgreens, yeah.
You harvest them when
Yeah,
they're
I mean,
still young.
when they're still young, and they taste like peas, and they're very nutrient dense. They're you can eat them like you'd eat a sprout,
Tasty.
you know, and they're delicious. Yeah, if you like peas. Well, you could take a little bit. But so yeah, so the kids do this, and they just go in the fridge, and I pick them up and take them to the food bank. So they'll get bagged by the volunteers there, and everybody that visits the food bank this week. We'll see about 160 families. Hopefully we'll have 160 bags of microgreens. So we've got beans here, and they're just starting to, they're flowered, and there's, if you look carefully, you'll see some little bean. There's a little bean, see? So we'll have beans in a week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be harvesting beans pretty soon.
They look really healthy.
Yeah, and then we've got cucumbers growing. So we planted beans on the outside and cucumbers on the inside, and the cucumbers are growing up. So again, if you look carefully, you'll see some small cucumbers starting.
Oh yeah.
There's
I
one.
see them. There's a little baby cucumber.
A little baby cucumber, and actually I think over here, there's actually some bigger ones right there. Look at that.
Yeah.
So we'll be harvesting in a couple of weeks. The flowers are really pretty.
That's not something I think of people growing normally.
Oh yeah, well it likes
okra.
it. Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Actually, we do pretty well here with it. It grows quite tall. These were just some leftover seedlings, so we just planted them, and it took them a while to recover because they were just, anyway.
What kind of temperature are you aiming for here? Do you have a,
We don't have
just whatever happens?
just whatever happens.
Okay.
Yeah. Tomatoes, these are San Marzanos, which are a paste tomato, so they're nice and meaty for sauces. Then we have an eggplant here. And more tomato. These are cherries here. And some beefsteaks.
Wow, there's a lot here.
Yeah, and we can really take use of the space. We've got bitter melon here. So they're growing all the way. They're just going nuts. And we have a ripe one here, and it's making seeds, and it drops its seeds. So we just let it open up and do its thing. So we can collect the seeds. We've got some more beans here and some little at the end here. This is bok choy that. Oh, someone's been in here nibbling. Ottawa Farm Fresh, which is an organic farm nearby. They donate a lot of great things to us, and they gave us they're doing a winter planting, and they gave us a tray of seedlings, and we put them there. So we'll have bok choy in a couple of weeks.
Bok choy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fascinating. This plant.
Yeah,
here.
isn't that cool?
It's dropping its seeds out.
Yeah. Bitter melon. Yeah.
Bitter melon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure what some of these belong to Lebo, who has Chi Garden, so he's got some pots in here that he's trying to overwinter, and he planted this bean plant that he was worried about it. He's worried it's the purple, and it's in a pot here, and it's just sort of taking over.
It's amazing.
And we're hoping it flowers. Like, yeah, I think look, we're going to get some flowers after all. He was worried that it was taking a long time to flower, but I think they'll probably get some nice, a very exotic type of bean.
Absolutely, wow.
Yeah, we also dry things in here, so this looks like mustard green of some kind, mustard seeds. People dry the garlic in here sometimes. More tomatoes. Here we have some eggplants, some hot peppers.
Eggplant.
Yeah, these eggplant. We've picked most of it. There's one starting here.
And what's this in again?
The purple. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go. There's an eggplant.
Eggplant. Wow.
A couple of different
It's
varieties
amazing
around
it can
with.
support that weight.
Yeah. This is spaghetti squash.
Oh my god, same thing. How does it support that weight?
Yeah, it's made to do it.
Yeah.
Yep. And we have, these are just cucumbers going. I've never seen so many flowers on a cucumber. Now, cucumbers have male and female flowers, so you need to have pollinators, and it's got to go from the male to the female.
There's a bee doing some pollination.
And there's a bee that's doing the thing. So it's really important. If you don't have pollinators, you don't get any fruit.
Ah.
So that's another reason why.
Do you have issues with the cucumber beetles?
Here at the farm we do. We planted these way later when they were gone. So we yeah. That's another strategy, right? You plant them when the beetles are gone, and we are getting a little bit of powdery mildew though because it's so humid.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna really hurt the plants, but you don't want it to take over and kill the plants. So.
I love the texture and the color of whatever this is.
That's a bean.
Beans?
Oh, there's one right there.
Yeah, you can see them growing here. Not sure how long it'll take, but yeah, there's quite a few. Another 2 weeks, I say, will be. A week and a half to 2 weeks, we'll start picking. I'll probably be picking for a good month. Microgreens again.
Such a good project. How did you get involved?
Well, I was part of the team that started the farm. Just Food.
Oh.
I worked with Mo, and
okay.
I worked with Just Food.
Is Mo still involved?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Then I got the job as the executive director of the food bank, and just there was a natural fit.
Sense.
Just sort of okay, let's grow food here. And actually, the farm plot was started in 2017 under it was Sesquicentennial Initiative, where it was Ontario 150 and the Aga Khan Foundation, gave us the funds to kind of get things started there. And so, it's nice to have that boost because you need to plow and buy soil and compost. And so we did that, and we've been running that ever since, usually with summer students through the Canada Summer Jobs Program and volunteers. And then the greenhouse came, well, as I explained, there was federal funding for creating safe community spaces coming out of COVID, and so I've always wanted a greenhouse. So Mo and I came up with, they wanted that, and it had to be a match, and I had some funders, so we kind of put together a joint project. And
Well, which food bank are we talking about?
Gloucester.
Gloucester Food Bank.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a good project.
Yeah.
You
So
can just
it's,
tell. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yay.
And it's great to be at the farm here because, you know, there's all the other partners. Like
Yeah.
Lebo is growing things here and he waters. He's, you know, in exchange for letting other farmers use the space, they help take care of our crops. So it's a good trade-off, you know, and we've got lots of room to share. So.
And the beekeepers are here.
The beekeepers are
fit,
here.
right?
Yeah, that's perfect. Absolutely.
And the barn and all the education and the
Exactly.
apprentices. It's fantastic.
Yeah. We have a lot to do. I mean, once we have all the beds, I'm hoping more groups will come and use the space. Eastern Ottawa Resource Center, who were here,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'm hoping that like they're kind of our partner in terms of social service in the area,
Yeah.
and you know, they have therapy sessions, and when, you know, they've got lots of counseling and that kind of thing, and they could, instead of doing it in a boardroom, they could come and do it in a greenhouse and grow some stuff at the same time, and then the stuff would go to food bank. So that's the idea, is to turn it into a space where everybody can grow food for the food bank.
One thing I've learned over the years, which makes sense, of course, is all around the world, everybody gets gardening.
Yeah.
It's a natural human activity.
It absolutely is. Well, food and, you know, and growing food.
It goes together, and
It does.
people get it,
Yeah, we do.
so they can.
Yeah.
Everybody can participate.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Well, thanks for coming.
Thank you, Erin.
I hope that wasn't a needless
Yeah, I
expense.
mean, that's so much fun.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
On the fiddle, everybody, and the dancers on the dancing. Yay! Way to go.